Hi, I'm commemorating the birth of Christ in my speech. There are various stories of the birth of Jesus, where he was born, how he was born, and why he was born. Most of us have heard and have passed down the traditional Christmas story. You know, the one about Jesus being born on Christmas Day in a stable in Bethlehem with the wise men and shepherds looking on, depicted in many manger scenes. But is that really the way it happened? Do we really have fact from fiction? The where. Micah 5:2, which was written some 700 years before the birth of Christ, says, "But to you, Bethlehem, though you are little among the thousands of Judah, yet out of you shall come forth to me one to be ruler in Israel, whose goings forth are from of old, from everlasting." This small town near Jerusalem has been thought to mean fruitful. But just like Bethlehem either means house of bread or house of war, so it is thought to mean for this town worthlessness. Why is that important? Because the seemingly worthless things in the sight of God can be made precious by Jesus. Next, the how. Isaiah 7:14 says, "Therefore the Lord himself will give you a sign. Behold, the virgin shall conceive and bear a son, and his name shall be called Emmanuel," which means God with us. Again, written some 700 years before the birth of Christ, Isaiah uses a very specific word in the Hebrew for virgin, Alma. There's no instance where it can be proved that this word designates a young woman who is in fact not a virgin. In fact, in Genesis 24:43, the same word is used when Isaac's bride is brought to him, who was a virgin. Why does this matter? Because we needed the miraculous to happen in order to save us. Which brings us to the why. Why was Jesus born? Isaiah 53:4-6 says, "Surely he has borne our griefs and carried our sorrows. Yet we esteemed him stricken, smitten by God, and afflicted. But he was wounded for our transgressions. He was bruised for our iniquities. The chastisement of our peace was upon him, and by his stripes we are healed. All we like sheep have gone astray. We have turned every one to his own way, and the Lord has laid upon him the iniquities of us all." Our first parents, Adam and Eve, violated God's law and thereby cursed their offspring. That would be us. However, God loved us so much that he made provision for us to be redeemed. But since man violated God's law, it had to be a man to fix it, to fulfill the law of God. That man was born in a manger some 2,000 years ago, Jesus. We celebrate Christmas. When we celebrate Christmas, we celebrate the birth of Christ. Not only coming as a child, but for the purpose for which he came, to bring life. We give gifts at this time of year, but he gave us the greatest gift of all, namely himself. Ephesians 2:8-9 says, "For by grace you have been saved through faith, not of works, lest any man should boast. It is a gift of God." We don't deserve it. We cannot earn it. It is strictly a gift of God. Therefore, remember this Christmas the real reason we celebrate, and that is the birth of the King, Jesus. Merry Christmas.